Ashton United TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the 3-0 defeat at Warrington Town today. A difficult afternoon, but what's your sort of honest assessment of how the game played out?
I'm disappointed in the final result. I certainly don't think it was, say, a 3-0 game in terms of result. I thought we saw a lot of the ball and we tried to play a certain way, but it just didn't quite work out at times. We never really affected them. I thought first half we controlled a lot of the play, and then the goal we've given away, you know, I've got mad at there and I've dug people out, so I'm not going to do it on the interview, but certain people know you can't make mistakes like that and give a team an opportunity that we've given them. And I know when we play out we're going to take risks, but I'd rather them play a pass that gets cut out rather than a sloppy, lazy one, and that's what's killed us. And then I don't think they've had an attempt on goal up until the 46th minute of injury time at the end of the half. And again, it's come from something really sloppy and then really weak, and I can't use the language I've used in there, the way that they defended the back post. And you're going in 2-0 against a very good side that are unbeaten in 20 games, and there's a reason why they've done that. They've got a little bit of grit, they've got a little bit of quality, well, a lot of quality I should say. I don't want to sound disrespectful when I say that. And we matched a lot of that first half. I thought we were comfortable, I thought it was in a good game against one of the strongest sides of the division. And then second half we've popped it about. If they took the foot off the pedal maybe a little bit, but we were miles off it. And I've let certain people know in there that we can't accept that, because you can't just turn up for certain games. We've set them a challenge to go and play one of the top 3 or 4 teams today, and the result says 3-0. I don't think it was a 3-0 as I've said, but you've got to be better. And I don't think we could have played for another hour and a half, or 2 hours, 3 hours and still not scored. My front line was really poor today. I could have brought any of them off at any moment of the game. I don't think Thompson, their keeper's had much to do. And then in the end they could have scored 3 or 4 more with the opportunities that started to open up, because we lost our way. And you know, there's no doubt in it, Sean Newton was a big miss for us today. I didn't want to say that, but it's true. You know, since he's gone in that back line, we're unbeaten in 5. We look really comfortable and solid. We've made changes today with 2 or 3 players and it's just not worked out. And that's no disrespect to the players that have gone in, but they've got to be better than that. And we've been found wanting against one of the better teams in the division, and yeah, that's disappointing.
Despite making those 2-3 changes, as Milner coming back into the squad, Dale Whitton coming back in, Regan slotted in at centre half for the absent Sean Newton, was there still that expectation from you though to put together those performances that we have in the last 5 games, to come here second in the league, as you said, 20 unbeaten, just to go and attack them a bit and get something from it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, people are playing for the places for next year. We're not settling for the end of season with nothing to play for. We're safe as such. If we lose our next 4 games, we're right back down where we were a few weeks ago. We've told them they've got a duty to the football club, and they've got a duty to the travelling supporters, they've got a duty to themselves if they want to put in performance to be here next year. And unfortunately, I can't accept certain things. And in the main, we played okay. You know, there were large parts where we've dominated the ball, but never hurt them. You know, and that's all right, because we've become accustomed to that now. But we've got to be better. And the lads who go in, I can trust them players. That's why they're at the football club, and I've brought most of them. We've only retained 6 or 7 from the original 20-man squad when we first come in. So it's everybody, it's a collective. We trust players to go on and do the job. Unfortunately, it's not worked out today, and we've been beat by, in the main, because the results don't lie, we've been beat by the better team. It gives me questions and answers, yeah it does, but I have just said to them in there, teams losing football matches, that's a fact. And the challenge now is, if you want to be a top team in this division, it's the reaction to go and get a win on Monday against a team that I think are in really good form now. I think they've won again today against one of the top teams. So FC United on Monday, I want to see how good we really are. I can accept losing games. I don't like losing football matches in the manner that we have today, with the cheap goals we've given away, because good teams like Warrington don't need cheap goals. But I'm looking to see a reaction against FC on Monday, and then I'll know if I've got a good squad and a good team of characters that can bounce back. Because if you're going to win leagues and be up there challenging for playoffs next season, you lose matches, you go on a little run again, you lose a match, you're on runs. So I'm looking forward to Monday now to see if that reaction and the word that we've had in there has run through.
obviously, as you say, you're looking for that reaction as the attention's turned to Monday. Less than 48 hours. What else can you get across to the lads just to sort of pick them up a little bit from today and to go and put that performance in that's worthy of 3 points?
Well, I've just gone in and I've heard a few of them arguing and starting to dig each other out, and they need to do that more. We're too nice. I was an horrible player, and if I'd have made the errors that I've seen today, I'd have been going after somebody. I'd have gone after someone in the changing room, and they don't. Now, I'm not saying I want fisticuffs, but what I do want is a team that show a bit more passion, just a bit more desire to win a football match, and no one's doing it intentionally, I know that, but at the same point, no one's actually wanting to have a fight with you because they don't like you. They've just got high standards, and with what I saw in there, I'm quite happy with. I didn't need to bollock them as much as I really wanted to, and what I'm feeling inside in a minute, but the reaction will be told on Monday. It's down to them as individuals. There's going to be a fantastic crowd on. Obviously, FC travelling really good numbers. We're getting a good fan base. You saw that again today. Fantastic support, even at 2-0 down and 3-0. They're still singing in the far corner. But we'll have more at home again on Monday. You've got to go out and react and put in a performance that I don't need to say too many things. Sean Newton will be back in. Bunny will be back in contention. George Milner's out. So it's a chance for other people to come in and stake a claim.